Looking at TJ Federico right now on the bench. He's being worked on. Did not see action in the previous outing. So rineserba talaga itong si TJ for this particular contest. Opening possession here in the play-in for the LPU Pirates. Bola napunta dito kay Aviles. Aviles, fourth-year big man. Missing on the jump hook, Delarama comes up with the board.
And that's very interesting for LPU to go to Aviles on their first play, which is usually not the case for them. Pero very interesting. I think that's the scouting that they saw. As we see that three-pointer by JDR. So this is something na hindi rin pwedeng hayaan ng LPU Pirates. Hindi nila pwedeng hayaan na makakuha ng early confidence itong si JDR.
JDR, a 32.7% three-point shooter for the season. Peñafiel, umatake. Peñafiel falling down. Delarama with a rebound. Delarama gets the ball back. Lumana, pinalik dito kay Juniel. Juniel Delarama to Gabat, swings into Lumana. Castor, catch and shoot. Barba with the board.
Great execution for the San Sebastian Golden Stags that time, pero better defense on the part of LPU Pirates.
Aviles, Montaño, Peñafiel launches.
Good shot for Simon Peñafiel, who's been struggling on the three-point area this season, but manages to take that one to go.
Di maunahan to Delarama. Delarama overshoots the mark, and now we get our courtside report from Aaron D.
Anton and Renzo, when I spoke with Coach Gilbert Malabanan about this game being possibly the last game for the LPU Pirates in this NCAA Season 101, he didn't flinch and he even answered back at me asking me, sino nagsabi? Di papayag tong mga veterans ko to go out like this. He reminded me that this LPU core has been to the Final Four and that pressure is something that they don't fear. With 7 seniors graduating, LPU is leaning heavily on experience. Coach Gilbert added, ever since ganito naman talaga kami. Flat sa simula, pero pagdating ng dulo, we finish strong. And in perhaps the strongest hint of how confident he is in his squad, Coach Gilbert ended with, babalik pa kami sa training tomorrow. May game pa kami sa Thursday in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, just a quick injury report, LPU, Lance Aurigue is out with a sprained ankle according to PT John Lopez. And for San Sebastian, Leo Velasco is out with a possible shoulder tear. And Junic Segovia is out with jumper's knee. That's according to PT Joseph Hizo. Balik sa inyo, Anton and Renzo.
Thank you very much, Aaron, for that thorough report, including the injuries. And you gotta love it. You gotta love the mindset of Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Hindi pa matatapos ang kanilang season ngayong araw.
Well, that's the first step. You really have to be confident coming into this game. As you see that three-pointer by Lumana, San Sebastian is a very scary team to play against. So you really have to be confident in yourself para makakuha ka ng panalo against them.
Barba loses control. Gabat. Dimonahan. Aviles. Montaño. Oh! So the two graduating players not on the same page. It's not a good sign right there.
So turnover after turnover, I thought Kyle Montaño hesitated a bit in that fast break opportunity. Kaya hindi maayos yung pasa niya kay John Barba.
Lumana, pinasa dito kay Gabat. Gabat leans in. Polo Gabat.
That's a very smart move para dito kay Polo Gabat. Recognizing na naglo-long close out itong si Kalingayan sa kanya. Kaya yung one fake na yung one dribble and you step through. Very effective para kay Polo Gabat.
Peñafiel to Barba. Barba in the post. Barba draws a foul.
That's the great move of Polo Gabat, recognizing na long close out talaga yung binibigay sa kanya ng LPU. That's why bukas na bukas yung driving lane.
Barba missing on the first free throw. 1 for 2. Castor with a drive, and Castor finishing with the left hand. A strong start for San Sebastian. Coach Gilbert Malabanan wants to talk things over. He has emerged as the top scorer for the LPU Pirates this season. The fourth-year guard, Renz Villegas. And it's going to take a village for LPU to stay alive today.
Renz Villegas averaging 14.2 points per game. Good for the number 9 in the NCAA. 4.6 rebounds and 2.8 assists per game. 1.5 steals in the NCAA for this season. So ever since he got into LPU, yung rookie year pa lang niya, nakita ko na kung gaano kalaki yung potential ng batang to eh. And hindi na ako nagugulat na ganito kaganda yung nilalaro niya ngayong season.
Yeah, he started off as a guy that Coach Gilbert would pull and then come in with so much energy and provide a spark to becoming now the leading scorer in his fourth season.
Well, I can still remember the very first game na ginamit siya ni Coach Gilbert. That was against San Beda in season 98 na I wasn't playing very well that game. Even Greg Cunanan was struggling. Tapos nung pinasok siya, we were down by double digit pero hinabol niya ng mag-isa.
Peñafiel. Gabat with the interception. De La Rama from the free throw line. Oh, Junior De La Rama continues to shine for the Golden Stags.
And this is what's great about the Golden Stags. And early in this game, they already have 4 assists in just 12 points. So they're really sharing the basketball. They're really looking for those open guys.
Oh, what a pass. Ato Barba finding Aviles.
And that's something LPU could go to. Yung post ni Barba, they could expect na itong San Sebastian would really help out and send another guy to help out on Ato around the post kasi hindi talaga kaya ng single coverage.
Meanwhile, Lumanag scores on the turnaround. Moralejo to Aviles. There's that nice pass by Barba to Aviles. Villegas is now in. Renz Villegas, unang tira. Pasok agad para dito kay Villegas.
So what a way for Renz Villegas to announce his presence. Unang tira, like what you said, pasok agad para kay Renz Villegas.
Meanwhile, Di Maunahan is able to score. Di Maunahan, quality minutes coming up with a steal there. Wow, Gabat. Gabat fade away. And Aviles comes up with the board.
That's a great recovery for Genesis Aviles. He was the one who turned the ball over. Pero siya rin yung unang bumaba for LPU Pirates to stop that fast break by San Sebastian.
Moralejo. Intercepted by Gabat. And Gabat drops it off to JDR.
Well, San Sebastian they have been really perfect on those kind of situations where they're gonna switch on those ball screens and then they're gonna double the ball handler. They've been very effective on those, and that's another assist for San Sebastian.
Aviles blocked by De La Rama. And there's that first triple by Renz Villegas. Timonahan with a baseline jumper. Coach Rob Labagala, his first do-or-die game as a head coach here in the NCAA.
And we can see na maayos pa yung kwelyo ni Coach Rob, no? So I'm sure masaya siya sa start ng San Sebastian right now.
Castor. Versosa comes up with a board. Barba gets it back. Barba steps back for three. There you go.
And that's a shot na talagang trinabaho ni Ato Barba through the years. Nung pagdating niya ng college, hindi pa masyadong consistent yung three-pointer na yun eh. But we can see right now na he's very comfortable taking those.
De La Rama, confident move, just a little bit short. Moralejo, Villegas switching hands. And TJ Falabrico is now in for the Golden Stags.
That's a great challenge by Neil Castor. So there's really nothing you can do with Renz Villegas sa taas eh. That's a great move by TJ Falabrico, really making sure na hindi ito yung magiging last game niya.
Two graduating players, two mythical five members, Ato Barba and TJ Falabrico trading baskets here in the NCAA play-in. Every season, new stars emerge, and Juniel De La Rama, from what we have seen from him, look at the flex, is going to be a big star here in the NCAA for San Sebastian.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, na wala nga si Paeng Ari. Pero ito naman, for the San Sebastian Golden Stags, Juniel De La Rama with 13.6 points per game, 10.8 rebounds per game, 1.9 assists per game, 1.8 steals per game para sa San Sebastian Golden Stags. And this is a rookie. Just to remind everyone watching, this is a rookie for the Golden Stags.
He just turned 20 last October, and he's the only player averaging a double-double in the NCAA, and he's the #1 rebounder in a league that has Allen Liwag.
And that just says everything that we need to know.
TJ Falabrico, meanwhile, an aggressive start, completes the three-point play. Barba smothered, but he's able to draw a foul.
And what I like about TJ Falabrico is the one taking that responsibility, guarding itong si Ato Barba. Kasi alam naman niya, ilang years niya ng kalaban itong si Ato Barba. Alam niya kung gaano kalaking damage yung kayang gawin nito sa opposing team. So he is trying to make sure na malilimit niya itong si Ato Barba.
Can only imagine what's going through the mind of Ato Barba and even TJ Falabrico. You've gone through this, Renzo, playing in college. There's nothing like it.
Well, sobrang confusing ng emotion na yan, especially kapag hindi mo siya ma-handle ng maayos because you're already thinking about the next level. You're thinking about everything you've gone through during your college days. Pero you also have to focus on the game at hand.
Right now, it's about trying to get that win to extend your season. Barba. Moralejo. Villegas. Wow, trying to stay in front of him. And San Sebastian gets the stop.
And I think Ian Guao is someone that could match the foot speed and yung strength nito ni Renz Villegas, and that's a great stop for Ian Guao. Renz Villegas is a tough guy to defend, so that's a great stop by Ian.
Nepasena is now in the game for San Sebastian. Celebrico to Nepasena. Wow, on the pull-up. Moralejo with the board. Dailek. Villegas. Versosa on the move. And Versosa scores. He lays it up and in.
And you gotta love the aggressiveness of Versosa. Recognizing na maganda yung coverage kay Ato. So that fake, that fast fake to Ato Barba, gumalaw na lahat ng defender, kaya open yung driving lane for him.
Confident drive for Versosa. Coach Gilbert Malabanan trying to contest that. His players forced the turnover.
Well, it happened right in front of him. So yun yung tinatry niyang i-contest ng mga referees right now.
Risho. Gabat. Nepasena. Wow. Risho for three. And Moralejo comes up with the board.
And that's the second rebound of Josh Moralejo. So he's really doing it on both ends of the floor. Also orchestrating very well for the LPU Pirates and getting that ball to secure the defensive rebound.
Renzo, I don't think I've seen Barba this aggressive all season long. This is already going to be the third trip to the free throw line for Ato Barba here in the first period.
Well, like what Coach Gilbert said, yung veterans niya, yun yung mga kinausap niya before the game. And they're trying to make sure na meron pa silang ensayo bukas, meron pa silang game on the other day. So that's why we're seeing Ato Barba right now really aggressive attacking that basket.
Now, there are a lot of games where you feel that he's taking way too many threes, but in this game, he's getting to the line. And maybe that's what LPU needs. That's what Barba needs to do to try to will his team to a victory.
Well, like I said earlier, yung three-point shot is something that he worked on for how many years. So ngayon medyo tinatry niya kasi kung mag-work yung three-point shot for him. Pero right now, na kailangan na talaga nilang manalo. Pupunta na siya sa mga strengths niya.
Versosa with a fast break. LPU with a steal to generate that offense. Double team comes. Nepasena. Celebrico libre mula sa labas. Bitin. Versosa to Villegas. Last shot time for the Pirates. Villegas to JM. Versosa on the move. Couldn't put the proper spin on it. Matienzo. Sorry miss for the Pirates. That would have given them the lead, but the Pirates going on a run after being down by 18-9. They have cut that San Sebastian lead to 1 at the end of 1. A very good-looking Coach Gilbert Malabanan. He's got his usual fit, the tuck in, but today he brought out the boots. Big game, do or die, might as well look good. Welcome to the play-in here in NCAA Season 101. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Don Ross together with Renzo Navarro, and we have Eric D with us at courtside. So, LPU, Renzo, going on an 8-0 run to end the first quarter.
Well, that's a great recovery for them, no? Talagang pag nakuha na nila yung rhythm nila, it's really hard to stop itong LPU. Especially with this lineup of Josh Moralejo and Renz Villegas playing at the same time. Medyo mahirap i-contain tong dalawan to.
DJ Felebrico, after that aggressive drive to the basket where he completed the three-point play, settling for two outside jumpers that went way short. Alright, pakibalita muna tayo. Ito si Aaron D.
In a season where San Sebastian has been tested at every turn, sabi naman dito ni Coach Rob Labagala that adversity has become their fuel, not their burden. He also added that his team thrives the most when they have problems. The moment they step on the court, all those worries disappear and are replaced by that joy in representing their school. So when I asked Coach Rob to rate this team's performance out of 10 in this season, he didn't hesitate and say 11. More than the basketball or technical side, it's all about what his boys experienced throughout the season. A reflection of a group that has endured more than most, but is still on the rise. Anton and Renzo.
It was indeed a tough season for San Sebastian. We already mentioned the departure of their star player. They started the season 1-7 and then came up with two big wins against Letran and Perpetual back-to-back. And we got a glimpse of the potential of this squad of Coach Rob Labagala.
Well, this is a very young team who lost their main guy. So, yung mga games nila, yung mga pagkatalo nila, most of those games are very close, very manageable for them. So, kaya feeling ko hindi nag-hesitate si Coach Rob na i-rate na 11 yung naging season nila kasi masaya talaga siya sa performance ng kanyang team.
And in their last game, they nearly beat the defending champion Mapua Cardinals. They just lost in overtime, 72-77. But you see the fight in this young squad.
And yun nga, yung games like that na you're against the defending champions. If you're young, most of the young players medyo may intimidate dyan eh. Pero nilamangan sila ng malaki. Trinay nilang bumalik, na-force nila yung game into overtime, had the chance to steal that win, pero yung composure nung Mapua yung nanaeg in that game.
Tsaka Renzo, to have only 6 holdovers from last season, for Coach Rob to get this team to work as a unit is huge.
And then, I think they only had 3 months to prepare for the season, so this is a great season for them.
Christian Risho, meanwhile, continues to show us his improvement. Villegas. Moralejo. Villegas to Daileg. And Daileg drains the triple.
And that's a great shot by Jonathan Daileg. That was heavily contested by TJ Felebrico, but the way he shoots the ball, I don't think may ilang siya kahit may challenge eh.
One of the most athletic players in the NCAA. Oh, what a spin by Risho.
And that's a great read coming from Christian Risho, recognizing na nag-commit papuntang kanan yung defender niya. So he went back to his strong side, which is the left side. Kaya komportable siyang na-finish yung layup na yun.
Versosa. Versosa finishes at the rim. What a game for JM Versosa. And you love to see it when the graduating players put in an effort like there's no tomorrow.
Well, that's the same read na ginawa ni Risho kay Versosa, no? Faking to go left and went back to his strong side, which is the right side. And it's really hard to stop Versosa when he's attacking full speed.
Gabat turnaround jumper. What a fight, what a battle. And Montaño and Barba, the two graduating starters, set to check back in. Versosa. Oh! Sumabit dito kay Nepasena. They have twisted his ankle. Versosa a little bit gimpy after that fall. So this is going to be free throws for JM Versosa.
There was a little bit of confusion there. I think one of the referees thought Coach Gilbert wanted a challenge kasi I think merong nakita sila Coach Gilbert na parang trip yata parang napatid ata itong si Versosa. So they were really they really wanted to the officials to look at that play kasi baka pwedeng ma-upgrade pero wala palang challenge na hinihingi itong si Coach Gilbert.
2 for 2 for JM Versosa.
And you're right, itong si JM Versosa, talagang maganda yung naging simula niya ngayon. And I think it's really hard for San Sebastian when one of the big guys of LPU, which is itong si Versosa, is attacking that basket every time they swing that basketball. Kasi mas mabagal yung mga bantay ni Versosa.
8 points now for Versosa. De La Rama. One and a foul, not called. Moralejo. Versosa spin move. Versosa slips through. Just could not finish, but tough take by Versosa.
Well, again, you gotta love the aggressiveness. Ito yung mga kailangan nila Renz Villegas and Yato Barba from their teammates. Yung ganito ka-aggressive na tutulong talaga sa kanila, especially on the offensive end.
Genesis Aviles returns, and what an effort by JM Versosa. 8 points in 7 minutes to go along with 4 rebounds.
Well, he was actually the one who started that run of the LPU Pirates. That's why they're only down by 2 right now.
Villegas. De La Rama. Castor Tulumanan. De La Rama steps back. Difficult shot by De La Rama.
Heads up play for O'Neal Castor.
Coach Rob Labagala wants to talk things over. His team is holding on to a 2-point lead. Our management committee representatives, Coach Dax Castellano for the College of St. Benilde. Benilde, tomorrow, big game for them. They play Mapua. And they are armed with a twice-to-beat advantage. Mr. Frank Gusi, Mancom representative for the University of Perpetual Help System, Dalta. Fade away.
And I think yung 2-3 zone ng LPU in that possession made the whole squad of San Sebastian to be a little bit confused. Kaya hindi nila nakuha yung gusto nilang tira.
De La Rama hauls down another rebound. Castor with the miss. Villegas. Montaño.
And Gael Montaño is one of those guys na very hard to guard on the post kasi he's very creative and he's very crafty with his moves and shot on the post.
Montaño receives the inbound pass. Barba. Let's see if he will try to get to the line again. He decides to pull up. Ato Barba, 2 for 2 from distance.
And this is scary for San Sebastian. We can see Ato Barba really aggressive attacking that basket, but at the same time, he's making his three-pointers.
De La Rama missing on the turnaround fadeaway. This is the first lead of the game for LPU. Barba missing on the step back.
A little bit of a heat check for Ato Barba.
Look at how far out Barba is. That's pretty much the 4-point line in the professional level.
And I'm telling you, Anton, Ato Barba has really been working on those shots. Kaya nakikita natin na he's taking more threes than he used to the past seasons. And if you're San Sebastian, Anton, I think yun na yung tira na bibigay mo na lang kay Ato Barba. I think hahayaan mo na lang siyang tumira ng mga step back three-pointers instead of him attacking to the basket na mas marami siyang nakukuha eh.
Barba. Oh, what a matchup right here. The veteran versus the rookie. Barba against Castor. Montaño from way out. Capilla with the board.
But Montaño has been silent early in this game. No? We all know he can score from the three-point area, from the post. Pero so far, wala pang nanyaambag sa score si Gael Montaño.
Lumanag on the pull-up. Mid-range. De La Rama offensive rebound. De La Rama draws a foul. Juniel De La Rama already with 5 rebounds. Playing in his first do-or-die game in his NCAA career.
Well, it's really hard to stop itong si Juniel De La Rama because even if he slowed down his scoring, he's doing a lot of other things inside the court.
Coach Gilbert Marabanan calls for time. His team is now down by 2. Ito na. Matropa natin dito sa loob ng Phil Oil Center sa lungsod ng San Juan on this Tuesday. And look at this. The shotgun, RK Ilagan and Arjan De La Cruz, former San Sebastian Golden Stags.
And I think, former Kings tag daw to, si RK Ilagan.
Yes. During his time, they called him the shotgun. One of the deadliest scorers. I remember covering him and Alid Bulanadi That was one of the deadliest duos that we've ever seen here in the NCAA.
And the kind of duo who has unlimited range.
And then they had a young JM Calma with them.
That was before the Antito Calma.
Oh. Delarama, what a delivery. You can see it. Junior Delarama is going to blossom into a star. He can just do everything. He can defend, he can run the floor, he can rebound, he can score.
And what's great about him as well is he's not forcing anything. Talagang he's just going through the motion and sobrang dami niyang nagagawa.
Barba overshoots that one.
And again, I think that's a shot that San Sebastian would be willing to give up dito kay Ato Barba instead of him attacking that basket.
A great delivery by Junior Delarama, giving it up to Lumanag.
And that's the 8th assist of the Golden Stag. So yun yung nag-work for them right now. They're really sharing that basketball. They're getting everybody involved.
Lumanag draws a foul. Lumanag is extra aggressive today.
And he played very well in their last game against Mapua. He scored a lot of points there. And I think nagkaroon siya ng confidence in that game. Kaya nakikita natin ngayon kung gaano siya ka-komportable attacking that basket.
Lumanag good on the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And now San Sebastian with a little zone press just to delay the offense of the LPU Pirates. We all know LPU wants to go fast every time.
Casino. Peñafiel, Casino to Barba. Oh, what a pass! What a pass by Barba to Versosa.
What a way for Ato Barba to locate Versosa dun sa likod ng zone eh. Nakita niya na masyadong mataas itong si Di Maunahan. Kaya bukas na bukas yung lob pass na yun para kay Versosa.
Castor. Lumanag. Or rather, that's Cabilla draining the three.
And Lumanag with the assist. So both teams playing 2-3 zone but has really done a great job breaking that zone.
Versosa in the post. Versosa. Oh, tough ball by Delarama.
That was a great move by JM Versosa, but you're right, tough fall for Junior Delarama and he hasn't gotten up yet, so I think he's really hurt.
Yeah, we saw the impact of that fall on the up and under. And there's a heightened level of concern as you see Coach Gilbert Lau come on over. Even assistant coach Melo Navarro checking on Junior now. They can't have their main guy go down in a do-or-die game. So what do you think assistant coach Melo is telling JDR here?
Well, I think yung instructions ni Coach Melo is not to close out on JM Versosa on the three-point area kasi hindi naman titira si JM Versosa and they kept closing out on him long kaya nakaka-atake si JM Versosa. I think yung sinasabi ni Coach Melo, yung gesture niya na bigyan ng space konti to wait for the drive of JM Versosa.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Gerald Cabilla.
That was the second three-pointer of Cabilla. And again, an assist coming from Lumanag.
The graduating players came out to play. Barba on a step back. What a start for Ato Barba. 13 points here in the first half.
But Ato Barba is someone who would never lose his confidence. Kahit na ilang sablay pa yan, he's gonna keep taking those, he's gonna keep attacking you.
Oh, Barba missing at the rim. That would have been his 15th point. Versosa, difficult shot.
That was a great attack by Versosa. He saw a mismatch and he took advantage of it.
So LPU going on a little run to end the second quarter, but the San Sebastian Golden Stags still lead the LPU Pirates 42-38. This is the NCAA play-in in season 101.